Hello guys, the DB Grinder here, back at it again with another video. And this time we have Loot 360 123 versus Start STR, and this is going to be a $100 money match. Also, before we hop in, make sure to check out my team's YouTube channel, Team Inspire, link down below in the description, and also make sure to use code INSPIRE at Dueling Guard for 5% off. And also make sure to check out the Coliseum link down below at the top of the description if you want to play money matches yourself. That's a Discord that I own. And then we'll go ahead and we will see Start STR win the rock, paper, scissors, shoot, and they'll go first, 41 versus 44. We got Lurie, Imperm, Talents, Ice Ryzeal, Fualos. They have Ice Ryzeal, Bell, Engraver, Fiendsmith in Paradise, and X Ryzeal. And then they will go main phase and the normal ice effect, Chain Fua, which is just such a good spot. Then they're going to go ahead, summon out Sword, like good spot for the Fua. Like it's just so broken. Draw Bonfire, then Sword, grab out the Ice, and then Special X by dumping Mirror Logic, X grab out Sword, and then they can go Engraver effect before they can draw into an Ash Blossom. Go ahead, search out Tract, and then activate Tract, go ahead, add Engraver, and then discard Fiendsmith in Paradise just to set this up. And you want to do it before you overlay in the Detonator so they can't draw an Ash off Fua. Overlay into Detonators should be in defense to play around Druid Worm. Yeah, they draw into Engraver, Detonator effect to attach, because they could just go end phase Druid Worm, target Engraver, beat the Fiendsmith in Paradise, and beat the Detonator. And if you bell it, it doesn't even do anything because they just start their turn with banish Engraver, summon Druid Worm, beat the Fiendsmith in Paradise, beat the Detonator, and beat the Bell. So you can't even bell it the first time. They draw into another Imperm. And then they will go main phase, Engraver effect, discard, go search out Tract, and then activate Tract, add Engraver, and then discard Lurie effect, special summon itself out, and then go into a Requiem effect, tribute go special, chain Imperm. I'm honestly not too sure why we did it here, because they could actually chain Detonator, detach Mirror Logic, pop Imperm, and then Mirror Logic, negate Lacrima. I guess it doesn't really matter that much if they do that. But we could have dropped it like in response to the Lurie Graveyard effect. Then they're gonna go Lacrima, dump Engraver. Okay. And now, well, I guess maybe we want them to do that. Yeah, I guess we actually want them to do that. Because it helps us more than hurts us, because then we talents like a hand. And we actually don't care about Lacrima dump. Requiem effect to equip, and we do have to think about the Fiendsmith and Paradise in Graveyard still too, and the Mirror Logic, and potential hand traps. Then we're gonna go Ice effect, bring out X effect goes search, grab out Sword Ryzeal. Actually, it's just potential hand trap, right? Because they searched, yeah, they searched Sword, Ice, and Engraver, so it's just one blank. So bring out X from the deck, search Sword, go into Dweller effect. Okay, now activate Engraver, shuffle back Lurie, special summon itself out, and then make a Necro Equip Princess, and then overlay into DDD. So now this also beats a copy of Nib. Special summon out Sword effect goes search, grab out X Ryzeal, and you could say like, oh, why didn't they bell Engraver? Well, then every card's known, and this player just goes for game, like super easy at that point if every card's known. Dump Mirror Logic, Special X, and then overlay into Duo Drive, and then Duo Drive effect to attach, and then Duo Drive effect can go ahead and try to detach, but they're detaching from Detonator. You can't Mirror Logic, Dweller. Oh my gosh, and now they have Talents live too. They're going to go ahead, search out Cross, grab out Node, and then activate Cross, and then Talents to take, and then onto the next game. Yeah, that was bad. Now we'll see Start STR decide to go first. We have Valor, Druid Worm, Ash Blossom, Fualos, Metaltronus. They have Lurie, Sword, Nib, Engraver, Solemn Strike. I mean, gosh, Fua's just such a good card. Also, if they play Strike, they might not be playing Crossout, which I think if you're not playing Crossout, you actually just haven't played the game enough. I'm not gonna lie, because you'd understand that Fua is a real problem for your deck. Like, it actually is just so good against most of the cards that you're actually trying to start with. You're not really trying to start with Sword or X. You're really trying to start with Fiendsmith or Ice. And Fu is really good against all those cards. So, yeah, I feel like you just want to have as many outs to those cards as you can. Engraver, and then Tract. Add the Engraver, discard Lurie effect, try to special summon itself out. And then they let that go, which, interesting. I guess that's fine. They want like the guaranteed draw. Feels like they're almost guaranteed to make Requiem anyways to set up an interruption. But I guess it's like guarantees the draw. If we chain Fua in response, they bring out Lacrima, we draw Engraver, Lacrima, dump the trap, normal summon Swords, Sword effect, grab out X Ryzeal. Never mind, they're gonna grab out Ice Ryzeal. And then set strike, pass, just not doing anything there. Okay, they draw into another Ash Blossom. Then go main phase, Engraver effect, discard, grab out Fiendsmith Tract. And then they have Activate Tract, add Lurie, discard Lurie effect, special summon itself out, and then Lurie into Requiem effect to go special. They said okay. Bring out Lacrima, and then activate Lacrima effect to go dump. The Engraver, shuffle back Lurie, special summon itself out. Sure. And they said doing math real quick, thinking if they want to attempt to go for game. So Requiem effect to equip to Engraver. Which realistically, you could have also just equipped Requiem to Lacrima in case if Engraver gets hit with Imperm. Because Engraver can just send any Fiendsmith equip card you control. It doesn't have to be equipped to this card. It's not like Necro equip where it needs to be equipped to the actual target. So they're going to go ahead and send the sword to the graveyard, then activate Druid's Worm. Go ahead, banish their Requiem out of their grave, which will also hurt the Lacrima follow-up. Then summon that out, and then anything on Druid's Worm summon, they said, nope, summon's fine, you're good. Then make a Light and Dark Chaos Angel, they Solemn Strike the summon, and then activate, well, they do have Druid's Worm effect, they're thinking of Druid's Worm, yeah, you would definitely Druid's Worm there. If they had, like, a Charmy in their deck, it'd be, like, a 1-of for Crossout, and also, once you see Strike, the odds of them playing Crossout does decrease. Because they'd have to play Crossout and Strike as going first cards. Which you definitely can do, but the odds of it being there definitely decreases. And then set Metaltronus, then pass turn, they draw Ryzeal Cross, and then normal summon Ice effect, Metaltronus. Go ahead and just banish both face down, you know, pretty much just a Solemn Strike right there. Then put back the Lurie to special summon out the Engraver. Okay, we also have Lacrima and the Requiem and the Trap on our end. So, summon out the Engraver and then activate Engraver, hand effect, the discard and go search, grab out Fiendsmith Tract, and then activate Tract, add Lurie, discard Lurie effect. Maybe they could have went into like Requiem, summon Engraver, effect to equip, and then make Necro equip and try to do that to draw one. But summon out Lurie, and then they said thinking... They're gonna Ash the Tract. Oh, did they like not say okay to that? Activated Tract. Oh, I guess they did do it without waiting for responses, especially after the opponent has been clearly lagging this match. So yeah, you should definitely wait for responses. Okay, so now, yeah, they just go ahead and try to pass turn. They just try to pass turn. Am I tripping? Oh, wait! The Requiem got banished. It didn't get shuffled back at any point, and they only play one Requiem. Maybe we should have crashed. We probably should have crashed, right? Because we don't want them to have the extra body. It makes it a lot easier to go for game. Like, our body on board, I don't think actually matters that much. So they're going to summon out by shuffling back, and then draw into Druid's Worm, and then go main phase, activate Requiem effect, tribute go special, and then that will go ahead bring out Lacrima, and then they have the Lacrima effect that can go dump, but they don't use it there. Okay, there's no way you don't use the effect to dump there. Then Requiem effect to equip to the Engraver, effect to go ahead and send Engraver, then Engraver effect, shuffle back, special summon out. And then they have to go Fiendsmith in Paradise because this is already game on board. This is 48 and they're only at 47. And also, you know, if they're using Fiendsmith in Paradise here, that they don't have like a Bestial or something to keep themselves alive. They would have Bestialed this. If they had Bestial, they wouldn't be using this just to stop damage. They'd be using it to try to stop interruptions. Or like building an actual end board. But okay, yeah, they go ahead and just attack for game, and they said GG's, run back, and then they went, bye-bye, thanks for the bread, thanks for the $100, Okay. Yeah, I mean, Fua, am I right? Fua, am I right? I'm not gonna lie, as time has been going on and on, like, I have not been a fan of how this card has changed deck building. Because now I feel like every time I build a deck, I have to have 3 Ash, a Called By, and 3 Crossout. Except for, like, very specific decks. But, like, the Mitsurugi deck, like, not in that deck, but, like, in most decks, I feel like I just have to have outs to this card because of how powerful this card is. It's a ridiculous card. It's really, really strong. I like that there's strong hand traps going second. I don't know. It's like, this card's so weird. Like, it feels like it's almost necessary in the game, but at the same time, it feels like it's too broken in the game. So it's like, maybe Konami should just make the power levels of decks not as strong, and we should, like, not keep printing these absolutely absurd cards. Like, Detonator, there's no reason that Detonator should be 3 pops, and it can protect from battle and card effects, attach any monster from the grave. 2 level 4s, basic, well, not generic, but generic for, like, the Ryzeal engine. Duo Drive should probably not have been generic. That's just broken. That's so good with Fiendsmith cards and Lacrima. I don't know, man. It feels like they keep making these cards just more and more powerful, and now it's like you have to be playing more powerful hand traps to combat the more powerful engines. But I guess I'd rather have powerful hand traps and powerful engines than powerful engines and not powerful hand traps. But okay, that's going to be it for the match. And with that being said, the DB Grinders signing off. Peace. Have a nice day. Stay safe.